Joining us in the studio is the mayor. Regulations and guidelines governing the lockdown have now officially been published in the Government Gazette. Joining us via Skype now is Dr. Peya Mushelenga, the Minister of Information and Communication Technology. Good evening and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Firstly, why is it important that these guidelines are published?
Yeah, no, the principle need to be proclaimed. It is only when these are gazetted when these regulations are gazetted that one is able to enforce them. That's why they were gazetted, so that now the law enforcement officers are able to gazette these. Yeah, obviously they were supposed to be gazetted yesterday, but time was not on our side. They were gazetted this morning. So the lockdown period still remains effective from today up to the 17th of April at 23 hours 59 minutes.
Let's just quickly take a look at the issue of authorizing officer. Has this been defined in the guidelines, and how will the authorizing officer work in case the lockdown is extended countrywide and in terms of the discretion, accessibility of that officer?
Yes, the authorized officers are defined in the regulations in Schedule B of the regulations, that is annexed to the regulations, being the director of risk management, being a member of the Namibian police, or a member of the Namibian Defense Force, or a correctional officer, or an immigration officer, or customs officials, or other staff members so designated to be as authorized officers under Section 32 of the Disaster Risk Management Act. These are the people that are going to be authorized officers, and they will be able to use their discretion, knowing what is required. For example, if someone say, I'm traveling to a funeral, they will obviously require you to provide a death certificate.
Will there be a platform availed, to constantly keep the media or the public informed by clusters of ministers?
Yes. First, with regard to issues related to COVID-19 itself as a disease, all information that are coming in, the Minister of Health, Dr. Kalumbi Shangula, is our contact person, will be the spokesperson on all COVID-19 related matters. As Cabinet will be sitting, if it is taking any other measures, definitely the media will be informed in terms either of press releases or press conferences, or as the case may be, in order to keep the public informed on the developments as they come.
Minister, on the issue of spot fines, it was earlier announced that the fine is $5,000. But in terms of the regulations, that amount has been reduced. Can you confirm the exact amount and how will offenders pay it?
Yeah, the regulations state the amount at 2,000, and there is a provision in the very first section of the regulation that talks about conflict of laws, that if there's any conflict between any law or any policy issued with these regulations, the regulations takes precedence. So we follow what is in the regulations.
Finally, the Minister of Justice also announced that the Chief Justice will provide guidelines on the operations of the courts during lockdown. Any indication when these will be made public?
Yeah, well, I think that question should be forwarded to the Chief Justice. As you know, we respect the independence of the judiciary. It's not for the executive to force the judiciary to provide these measures.
Dr. Mushelenga, we'd like to thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us.
Thank you, but I would like to also provide some other information. We have received information
Briefly,
that there are truck drivers that are coming to supply goods to Windhoek, or that are even coming from South Africa, in order to avoid being blocked at the roadblocks. they can apply for the permits that are issued from the Ministry of Trade. And I would like to provide the contacts for the officials that are responsible for these permits so that we make sure that the supply chain is not broken. So they can contact the following persons: Miss Dita Hipondoka Robiati. She is available at the following email: ndidah.r, capital R, and the first letter N is also capital, OBIATI at MITSMET, that's the acronym of the ministry that we all know, .gov.na. So there are also other officials that are responsible for issuing these permits. I would like to show this on the screen. I do not know whether people are able to see this, but they can also, yeah, it will be difficult, but I will also want to provide the telephone number, yeah, on which people will be able to call. That is 0811709,000. So for now, they can apply via email. But I think by tomorrow, the ministry has indicated that they will have a portal where people can also apply for this permit online.
Dr. Mushelenga, if you don't mind, can you repeat that number for us one more time?
Yeah, the number is 0811709,000.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mushelenga. Once again, we thank you for your time.
It's my pleasure.
That was Dr. Peya Mushelenga, the Minister of Information and Communication Technology. And just that number again that you can call, 0811709000. That's 0811709000.